I feel like nobody wants to actually admit that not only are the Baltimore Ravens contenders to win it all this year, but in my opinion, the way Lamar Jackson is playing, I think they should be considered maybe even favorites to win it all. Now, before we dive into some film from this game, comment down below, who do you think is the biggest threat to take down the Ravens outside of injuries in themselves? If everyone's healthy, if everything's good to go, who do you think is their biggest threat? Now, let's break down this play here. So, we're going to get a little bit of a fake handoff, right? Play action. We're going to get a bootleg out to the right with Lamar Jackson. We know how good he is at extending plays with his legs, but continuing to look down the field, not looking to run right away. He wants to pass the football, which we've seen a little bit different this year, and it's working amazingly. So we're going to get a corner or a flag. We're going to get Isaiah Likely into the flats. We're going to get a cross throw over the middle. Then we're going to get a dig. Now, again, we could talk all day long about trying to manipulate this defense, play fake to the left. They actually don't bite on it too hard, right? And at this point in time, right, a lot of quarterbacks will either take off and run, they'll dump it down to Isaiah Likely, who picks up a few yards. But the different thing about Lamar Jackson, and let me take my face off the screen here, the dude is so dominant in terms of extending plays, right? I mean, he's got a guy coming straight at him to the sideline. All he's going to do is step back, roll back to the left. I mean, just creating so much time here. And one thing I love about Baltimore is these wide receivers, they never stop running, right? It don't matter how far into a play they are, they're going to keep running. They're going to keep trying to get open on this defense, and it ends up working out perfectly here for Isaiah Likely, who gets behind the defense, breaks inside, and ends up being wide open. And like I said in this video, I wanted to break down a couple of plays that I absolutely love, both from the offense and the defense. But again, before we dive into the video, hit that like button. If we get over 300 likes on this video, we'll be dropping a part 2 with the all 22 coaches film, maybe even tomorrow. So hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's dive into today's video. Alright, one of my favorite plays of the day, it is 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. What does everybody think they're doing, right? Even you, if you didn't watch this game, what do you think they're doing? Probably handing off to Derrick Henry on 1st and goal, right? We're going to be in this 23 personnel. Like I said, if you guys don't know personnel, the first number is always going to represent the running backs in the backfield. You got 1, 2. Second number will always be the tight ends. 1, 2, 3. So you got 2 running backs, 2 tight ends here in the backfield. You think they would just hand this off, but instead they're going to leak out Mark Andrews into this little corner, this little flag route here quickly. But watch how Lamar Jackson's going to be able to fake this. They're going to get all these second level, third level guys to really bite up on the play fake, and they don't really try to sell it too hard either. They just throw it. It just works. It's just there because nobody expects them to pass the football, especially on 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. So they're just outsmarting teams. Mark Andrews wide open in the back of the end zone. Couldn't have drawn it up any better than that, man. Let's go. All right, another big-time play, this time by the defense. So the offense is going to be in a 6-man slide protection to the right. Now, what that means is from the center on, they're going to slide in the right side, which means the running back is responsible for the second-level linebacker on the man side, which is right here. We're going to see man-to-man on this side. We got to slide to the right. Now, let's watch how this play breaks down. Now, Roquan is going to attack that A-gap. He's going to blow up the spot of the running back, which forces CJ Stroud to get outside of the pocket. So, great job by Roquan Smith. We talk about it a ton on the channel. Whenever you can generate a little bit of pressure on a quarterback, especially a young one, I know CJ Stroud's a good one, but if you can generate pressure, you can have 5 different scenarios, right? A bad throw, a bad decision, a bad, or an interception, a forced fumble, a sack, right? 5 different outcomes when you can get pressure on the quarterback. So it forces him to roll outside the pocket. You get Kyle Van Noy biting down, which takes away his ability to scramble here, which means he either got to throw it away or just force a pass, right? And that's exactly what he's going to do on the run. He throws into the direction of this man right here, Kyle, the GOAT. I mean, this dude is nasty. I mean, this dude doesn't even seem like he's a real football player. He's just insane, right? He built like a unicorn. But Hamilton is a beast. Roquan Smith is a beast, and this defense is just different. And they were able to dominate this game. The only points pretty much throughout the entirety of this game came from a safety. which is unbelievable. Now, real quickly, guys, before we dive back into the video, I have a couple of more plays that I really wanted to break down. Do me a favor, hit the like button if you want more Ravens content. Now, more importantly, though, subscribe to the channel. It's new, or it's free. It doesn't cost anything. And we will be covering the Ravens throughout the entirety of the season. Now, this is my brand new channel. I think I've had it for about 15 days now. My main one has roughly 136,000 subscribers, but I decided I wanted to not only cover more teams, but cover more individual player film, right? So if you guys want me to break down whether it be Roquan Smith or Marlon Humphrey or Lamar Jackson or Derek, whoever it may be, right? Let me know in the comments down below, who do you want a full film breakdown review of for an individual player on this Ravens team? Subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. Let's dive into some more film. All right, here's another really cool play. Now, we're going to get 31 personnel, depending on how you look at it. But usually, if you guys don't understand what personnel means and what this means exactly, right, you can have 31 or 11 or 12 or 21, right? The first number is always going to represent the amount of running backs in the backfield. Now, you could be you could say Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely tight ends, but they're in the backfield, right? So I'm going to consider them running backs on this play because we could easily hand this ball off to Isaiah Likely if we wanted to, right? Then you have one tight end, so you have 3 running backs, 1 tight end on the football field here. You got your wide receiver out wide. Now we're going to fake this handoff here to the left from Derrick Henry, and then we're going to just take it in a power play with Lamar Jackson. Now the most important players here are these 2 backs, right? Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely getting out in front. Now again, watch this block here by Isaiah Likely as we're going to try to get to the 2nd and 3rd levels with the blocking, right? So boom, we're going to let Will Anderson kind of fully commit to Derrick Henry, and now we have Mark Andrews here on Derek Stingley, and then we get Isaiah Likely on this 2nd level linebacker, which is absolutely huge. Watch what he does. He's going to drive him back into the only other defender that can make a play, right, ruining his pursuit angle, but also the guy who is getting blocked. His pursuit angle is now all messed up as well. Great job by Likely. And now you have Lamar Jackson, who runs 22 miles per hour, off to the races. Gone. Easy money, home run, touchdown. And what a play here by Lamar Jackson, right? We're going to wait as long as possible before we decide if we're going to keep or hand it off to Derrick Henry, forcing Will Anderson to make a decision, because if you don't and they hand it off, he's going to be gone by the time you're able to jump that, right? So he waits, and then boom, right when Will Anderson commits to Derrick Henry, he pulls it. I mean, unbelievable job. Man, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, these 2 guys are playing at an all-time level right now. Is Lamar Jackson a favorite? All right, here's the last play we'll break down. He drops back in the pocket. Will Anderson is going to apply some pressure as well as this safety, right? But look at Lamar Jackson. He's going to be able to, 1, avoid the sack, right? Will Anderson gets somehow blocked by Derrick Henry last second by accident. But also, look at Lamar Jackson. He's going to keep this play alive. Now, what that does is you get a guy like Mark Andrews just turning up the field and running, right? Finding his mismatch, finding the guy he wants to run against and going. Lamar Jackson on the run, throws an absolute dot. And now you're asking a linebacker to, 1, keep up with Mark Andrews, who, yeah, may not be the quickest guy in the world, but he's really hard to take down if you're not in front of him, right? Stiff-armed this man from in front of him, right? Unbelievable. And Mark Andrews takes this pretty far down to the inside the 10-yard line. Unbelievable, man. This offense is unreal. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, everything they do is, I can't really explain it, right? Which tells me and proves to me that this is a contender. And honestly, they could be favorites to win it all. I love what they have defensively. I think Lamar is so dynamic and versatile, and I think he's a better player than he ever has been. He's got more weapons than ever, and Derrick Henry makes them so unpredictable. Like that Mark Andrews touchdown. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.